Hello, hello, hello. It's I, Ilamor, and this is another Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition video centering on the Vikings campaign. And on this one, this level, which is level 5, it's called the Bear's Claw, but I think it probably should have been translated as the Wolf's Claw. And that's because there's going to be a main island here, which is where the enemy is, and they've got lots of resources. And then we're up in the north here, where there are very few resources. But there are islands further north of us which have all the resources that we need. And so that harbour that you can see in the top right hand corner is going to be really important. Sometimes when you're starting settlers, it's a race. You've got to race to try and beat the enemy to the resources. There's no way we can beat the enemy to their resources in this one. So all we're going to try and do is build up our fleet as soon as possible. So I'm quite excited. It's the first one that I'm actually going to bother with a fleet. So yeah, what we're going to do here is make sure we've got enough wood. The ship builder takes up so much wood, so we're going to make sure that we have at least 4 woodcutters, 4 foresters, and to cope with that you only need 3 sawmills, so a 3-4-4 formation. There's also some stone that we'll utilise around here, and of course we will take out some of the trees. I think the mission wants you to build up some farmland because there's loads of green arable land around, but I'm not going to do it here. I'm actually going to do that on the islands themselves and try to make each kind of island self-sufficient, just exporting goods like iron and coal and gold back to this main settlement. And then we will build up our military and destroy the enemy. As you can see, we're building up a kind of grid system here with a main road that goes through and provides kind of a little bit of extra transportation. Now here's a shortcut that I'm going to let you in on. You press enter, type in the words too fast, capital T, capital F, no spaces, and you go about 20 times faster than you would ordinarily. And you can get out of that by pressing the V key to take you back to 3 times as fast, and the V key again to, that's easy for me to say, but the V key again to get you back to normal speed. You see we are going to build a farm here because we've got a stone mine up in the top left there, and I want to make sure that that gets enough food to keep our industry going. But apart from that, we're not going to concentrate too much on this settlement apart from the basic resources. Alright, I'll bring you back when we've got our fleet. You might be surprised to hear a 3rd farm down here. That's in preparation for our brewery because we're going to be pulling our iron and our coal down here so we can make soldiers. So just prepping. Alright, fleet's on its way. Well, here we go. We've got our first boat, and we'll send it off to explore. And it's come to this very close harbour. I do wish we could just do a waterway across there, but we can't. I've tried. And yeah, so we'll just start building a harbour and prepare for another expedition. I'm going to keep building boats until I've got at least 10. I'm going to just keep preparing expeditions and build harbours. Something that you should watch out for though, if you prepare an expedition, that boat can't then be used to transport goods. So I'll probably take a break in expeditions once the first couple of harbours are up, so that I can build the barracks and keep going until I've got a couple of ships at least. So just something to be careful of. Our main island has all the bits and pieces that we need, and so now it's just really setting up our mining communities. You can see that this is the place where I'm going to build up my soldiers. So I've got my storehouse and a watchtower just close by, and we'll put all of our weapons and our beer into that storehouse and our coins, so that yeah, they all get into that storehouse and close to the watchtower, so we can train up our generals really fast. We want to make sure that all the bits and pieces don't go to other places like the harbours or our base. Alright, where's this guy going? He's going all the way over here. So yeah, we'll build a harbour here, and there's 2 others to go for. So yeah, we'll prepare another expedition. Right, little cutscene here to say that we found coal, and this is going to be where we get all our coal to keep our industry going. And this is a really important resource because for every coal for every iron mine that you have, you need 2 coal mines because of the way that smelting works, and then the smithy needs coal too. And for every gold mine, you need a coal mine as well for the mint. And so you need, if you have 1 iron mine and 1 gold mine, then you need 3 coal mines. So coal is really a limiting resource. It doesn't look that important at first, but actually you need it for everything else. So we're going to concentrate on our coal, so that we can concentrate on our gold and iron, and so we can build up a strong economy. And my strategy here is for every mine, I want to have 2 farms, 1 windmill and 1 baker. So we're going to have a bunch of metal workers to get enough bakers and enough farmers. But in this way, we can make enough bread to keep all of our mines going all of the time. And then I'm going to build some fishermen just to kind of supplement and just have them dotted around. So as you can see, I'm building up another couple of farms. Going to make sure that they fit in, and then I'll build another, or I'll place another coal mine, and we'll see what order they get built in. But again, for every 2 farms, you need 1 windmill and 1 baker and 1 well, and that will fully keep going 1 mine. So farms are actually incredibly important, and in a fully optimized system, you're going to have more than 20 farms. So yeah, we'll keep going. We'll make this a great system, and hopefully build up our economy so that when we meet the enemy, we are well prepared. So let's take a look at our statistics. I always like looking at the statistics, and so they are producing gold coins already, and we're not. Which means that their military strength is going to be increasing faster than ours, and that is a concern. So yeah, if we met the enemy now, we would probably lose. You can see how their military strength has increased. Ours has remained relatively flat. That's because we're concentrating on building up our resources first of all. And to be honest, I really just like building up communities that are sustainable and work efficiently. I want to make a peaceful, happy land, and these pirates are just getting in the way, so that's why we've got to deal with that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next game coming out from the creator of Settlers, called Pioneers of Begonia. It does look like that's going to be very much create a peaceful settlement kind of game. I'm looking forward to playing it. And it's nice to see our fleet coming along well. I do wish that we could see a little bit more under the surface of those boats. You can click on it to get a GUI to see what's on them, but I'd like to see the soldiers working or the sailors working. Anyway, just a personal thing, but I love the boats in Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition. Off they go again. And up here you can see another settlement where we're going to have a self-sufficient mine, and this will be our gold mine. So a couple of fishermen's houses down there about to be built, and then the farming community to fully support 1 mine, and we'll expand that to support other mines as we go. That's going to be our gold mine, like I said, to start getting the gold coins. And looking once again at our statistics, you see military strength is still pretty even, but yeah, size of territory they're pretty much winning. Their economy is pretty similar, but the coins, we're still not producing coins, and that's the problem. We need to get our gold production well underway. So let's concentrate on that now. All right, and finally our gold mine has started to produce, so coins should be forthcoming. And I'm going to set up another gold mine here, just put a geologist to make sure that there's gold in the hills, and I assume that there will be, but actually there's not a whole lot of room for farms on this particular island, so I'm probably going to get a few more fishermen around to supplement. All right, yeah, lots of space to build gold farms. If all of these places have gold, we will just check, which will be good. Right, let's bring you back when we have some soldiers becoming generals. All right, and you can see we've started to produce some coins, but we're still way behind. We've got 6, they've got 22, as you can see. But I've built this fortress really as a barrier against the encroaching Reds who are coming in from the south. And I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm actually just going to allow coin production into this fortress, as well as my watchtower, so as well as a general farm. We're going to just build up some generals in this stronghold. It's not the most efficient way of doing it, but I don't think resources are going to be a problem anymore. I think actually speed of building up our generals is going to be more important, so that's why I'm choosing to do it a little bit differently. And yeah, it's always nice to shake things up a little bit too. Alright, and you can see we've started to produce some coins, but we're still way behind. We've got 6, they've got 22, as you can see. But I've built this fortress really as a barrier against the encroaching Reds who are coming in from the south. And I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm actually just going to allow coin production into this fortress, as well as my watchtower, so as well as a general farm. We're going to just build up some generals in this stronghold. It's not the most efficient way of doing it, but I don't think resources are going to be a problem anymore. I think actually speed of building up our generals is going to be more important, so that's why I'm choosing to do it a little bit differently. And yeah, it's always nice to shake things up a little bit too. And the inevitable battle has become, I did build another fortress, but you can see their military strength and our military strength is about the same right now. And but mine is all focused. Mine is focused right here and not elsewhere. So I think we're going to be okay. They've attacked us, but yeah, you can see we're defeating this attack. We're repelling this attack. So yep, shouldn't be a problem. We will then take the fight to them. And so, after finding our way through several watchtowers and counterattacks, we are now focused on their headquarters. We're close enough. Yep, there you go. That was close. That was attack. And what normally happens is the enemy overextends himself. So I expect to take over pretty quickly once this battle happens. Let's see. Oh dear, they've actually destroyed us, but at the same time we've destroyed them. So mission 1, we've got our fleet, we've got our mines, and we've taken over the pirate stronghold. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this level. It's a bit different again because you've got to use the harbours, but at the end of the day, a strong economy wins every time. Have a lovely day. Enjoy playing Settlers 2 10th Anniversary Edition. I certainly have. See you next time.